Hello chess players, we can solve hard puzzles by effort sometimes or by luck. But whenever similar position occurs in our game, we might not be able to realize the solution. Therefore, it's not about the puzzle only, but also to have understanding of move sequence that brought us to the winning position. Here is the today's position. We are going to do the same. We will begin with important positional observation of the puzzle in terms of pros and cons. We are playing as a white color and this is an endgame. We have played castling on the king side and king is quite safe. Our queen is active on the king side, eyeing on the center and also eyeing on the black's king side. Our knight is in the king's quadrant. Quadrant means 1/4 part of the board is known as the quadrant, and wherever the king is stayed, that is called the king's quadrant. So our knight is very close to the open king in the king's quadrant. Our rook is on the open d file, which is very active and at a powerful position. Now, let us see the another side of the board. Black has played castling on the king side, but the king is virtual stalemate because our knight is controlling g8 and other squares are blocked by their pawn, which is not at all good. Queen bishop battery attacking towards the king side and attacking on our queen. Rook on the closed file, which is again not a good sign. And if we see properly, black spaces queen, bishop, rook, these pages are overloaded. Now, pause the video and try to find the sequence of moves that will lead to winning position in this game. You can also write your moves in the comment box. Alright, if you found queen capture e5, brilliant! This is amazing move. Very hard to find this sacrifice. Why? Because after queen capture queen, then we can play knight capture f7 fork. And now black has only two options. Suppose if rook capture knight, then it is rook d8 check. So again, king cannot escape to the next rank and hence queen block the check. Rook capture free piece queen. Again, no square, only option blocking with rook, rook capture rook, and that's a checkmate. So that's why after knight f7 check, king g8, and knight capture e5, we are clearly a knight up, and here black resign a game. Now you see, it is very easy to solve any position if we observe the board properly. We have solved this tricky position and we might be able to recreate similar position during the game. Now, let us understand the steps that brought us to this winning position. Therefore, let's begin from the starting. Game started with pawn e4, controlling the center, pawn e5, attacking back on the center square, knight f3, developing our knight on and controlling center squares, knight c6, knight opposite knight roll, counter-attacking on the center, pawn d4, and here we arrived at a Scotch game opening. Pawn d6, opponent is opening the bishop and supporting the pawn on the center square. Knight c3, developing our knight and controlling the center. Knight f6, black is developing their one more piece and controlling the center square. Bishop b5, and here the opening is transformed into Ruy Lopez opening. Bishop d7, removing the pin and relieving the knight. Castling to increase the king's safety. Bishop e7, creating space for the castling. Rook e1, improving our rook position on the center files. Pawn takes pawn, knight capture back, knight capture back, then queen capture back. This also allows our queen to place on the center square. Bishop capture bishop, knight capture bishop, only one move to capture back. Castling to increase the king's safety. Here, both the players have completed their opening part. Now, from here, we are entering into the middle game. Queen c3. So here we are expected opponent gonna kick our knight with either pawn. So we are creating space for our knight to return. So as expected, black is playing pawn c6, knight return to d4 square, placing our knight on the center square d4. And from here, we can easily transform our knight towards the king side via f5 square. Knight d7, black is maneuvering their knight. Knight f5, setting our knight in the king's quadrant. Bishop f6, setting bishop on long diagonal and attacking our queen. Queen g3, saving our bishop and creating pin on g7 square. Knight e5, improving their knight. Bishop f4, activating our bishop and attacking on the knight. Queen c7, improving the queen and allowing space for rook d8 or rook e8. Rook a to d1, getting our rook on the semi-open file, attacking on the center pawn d6. Rook a to d8, black is getting their pieces into the game. Rook behind the pawn to gain more controls. Rook capture pawn. Rook capture rook. Bishop capture knight. So we have eliminated the space from the center square. Rook d1. Opponent is allowing us to capture this queen. So if we capture the queen, this would be a big blunder because then it will be checkmate. So that's why after rook d1, rook capture rook is the move. Bishop capture bishop, attacking our queen. Now knight h6 check, using this pin on g7. King has only one square to move, h8, and here we arrived at our puzzle position. As you know the solution, queen capture bishop, a brilliant queen sacrifice. After queen capture queen, knight capture f7 fork, king goes to g8, and then knight capture e5, and black is resigning a game because we are a knight up and it is completely winning position in this endgame. Remember that our aim is not to keep all the moves in our mind, but understanding of piece placement and coordination are important. I have shared PGN file in the description box. Now, let me show you the position for the next video. We are going to cover games from the Magnus Carlsen who have won their games at just opening part or in the middle game within short moves. So this will be our next position and we will discuss in details. I hope you have learned something new today. Check out my other videos and comment your feedbacks. Stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching.